Hello trail friends, Brian Hudson here, and this is Pathfinders, a hiking podcast. Today we are talking about the pros of hiking as we age and how to adapt so every step feels stronger, safer, and happier. Whether you are a lifelong hiker or lacing up for the first time in years, this episode will meet you where you are with practical guidance and one actionable tip you can use right away. We will explore the body and brain benefits, from heart health and bone strength to sharper focus and better sleep. We will cover smart pacing, joint-friendly technique, balance, strength add-ons, gear updates, and recovery. Think of this as your trail-tested blueprint for building durability without sacrificing joy. Grab water, lace up, and let us dig in. I will also point out simple safety checks and ways to track progress that actually motivate you. Here is why hiking shines as a lifelong sport. It blends low-impact movement with meaningful, weight-bearing work that your bones, muscles, and heart crave. On dirt, grass, or pine needles, impact forces are softer than concrete, yet every step loads your skeleton enough to signal bone maintenance. The varied terrain keeps your joints moving through gentle ranges, while your hips, glutes, calves, and core share the workload. Climbing engages the posterior chain and drives heart rate up naturally. Descending teaches control and deceleration, the often ignored side of strength. Because hiking happens outdoors, the fresh air, sunlight, and scenery add motivation you will not find on a treadmill. You can scale it for any decade and any fitness background, from flat park loops to rolling ridges to alpine switchbacks. The key is consistent conversational movement that builds stamina today and resilience for your future self, year after year. When we think heart health, hiking hits the sweet spot. Aim for the talk test to stay in comfortable zone 2. You can speak in full sentences, but singing is hard. That intensity trains your aerobic engine, improves endurance, supports healthy blood pressure, and boosts insulin sensitivity. A simple way to structure it is to start with 30 to 45 minutes at a conversation pace, 3 days per week, adding a gentle hill or a few stairs to nudge the heart without spiking effort. Use your breathing as a guide. If you are huffing, shorten your stride, slow a touch, or pause briefly. On cooler days, you may walk a little faster to achieve the same zone. In heat, dial it back. Medications like beta blockers can change heart rate response, so the talk test remains the most reliable tool. Consistent Zone 2 work pays dividends on every trail. Strength and bone health also get a powerful nudge on the trail. Every uphill asks your glutes, quads, calves, and core to push the ground away. That repeated loading encourages muscle growth and bone remodeling, especially at the spine, hips, and ankles. If bone density is a concern, include short, steeper pitches, stairs, or step-ups where footing is safe, and carry a light pack to add a little vertical load. Eccentric strength, the controlled lengthening as you descend, is gold for knees and hips. To help, imagine lowering yourself softly, keeping your chest tall and your weight centered over midfoot, not the heels. Pair hikes with 2 short strength sessions per week, and you stack the deck for resilience. Even 10 to 15 minutes counts. Over months, you will notice firmer push-offs, steadier footing, and easier climbs, all without the joint pounding of high-impact sports for longevity. Balance is a skill, and trails are the perfect classroom. Roots, rocks, and uneven ground wake up proprioception, the body's internal GPS that tells you where you are in space. As we age, we want to keep that system sharp. Add 30 to 60 seconds of simple balance work before or after hikes. Stand on one foot while brushing teeth or at a counter. Turn your head side to side, then switch legs. Progress by closing one eye or standing on a folded towel. Trekking poles are another smart tool. Set the length so your elbow is near 90 degrees on flat terrain, shorten slightly for steep climbs, and lengthen for descents. Plant poles ahead of your feet to create a stable triangle. Poles reduce knee load on downhills, improve posture, and save energy on long days. Consider them confidence wands, not crutches, especially on slick or loose surfaces. Let us talk technique that loves your joints. Shorter steps and a slightly higher cadence reduce braking forces, especially on descents. Think quick, quiet feet rather than long bounding strides. Keep your torso tall, eyes scanning a few steps ahead, and let your ankles stay springy. On climbs, hinge slightly at the hips, press through the whole foot, and avoid pulling with your toes. On downhills, keep your center over your feet, soften the knees, and place each foot with intent. If you use poles, plant them before your foot lands on steep drops to share load with your upper body. Choose switchbacks over straight-shot fall lines when possible. Shoes with a bit of rocker and cushioning can smooth transitions, while a roomy toe box prevents black toenails. These small adjustments add up to happier knees and hips, less soreness day to day, and more miles with a smile. The trail is also medicine for the mind. A steady, rhythmic walk outdoors calms the stress response and helps lower cortisol. Natural light anchors your circadian rhythm, which can improve sleep quality. Green and blue spaces have been linked with better mood, attention, and working memory, and many hikers report creative sparks after an easy-paced hike. Treat your phone like a camera and safety tool, not constant entertainment, and give your attention to nature. Notice the wind, birdsong, and changing textures underfoot. Add the social layer and the benefits multiply. Hiking partners and clubs offer accountability, safety, and plenty of laughs. Shared effort builds belonging, which protects mental health at every age. Rotate leaders, match pace to the most comfortable hiker, and set clear turnaround times so the group returns with energy in the tank. Community turns miles into stories, and stories keep you coming back to the trail with gratitude often. Progress wisely and your body will thank you. Start low and go slow, especially after a layoff or injury. Choose softer surfaces and moderate grades, and build by time on feet before chasing distance. A classic guideline is to increase weekly volume by about 10%, but treat that as an upper limit, not a mandate. Elevation gain is stress too, so track it alongside minutes. Sprinkle in a cutback week every 3 or 4 weeks to consolidate gains. Recovery is part of training, not an afterthought. Rehydrate soon after hiking, aim for 20 to 30 grams of protein within an hour, and add a few minutes of easy mobility for ankles, calves, hips, and thoracic spine. Prioritize consistent sleep, protect an off day after bigger efforts, and note morning energy and soreness. If both trend down, back off. When they trend up, you are adapting and ready for more. 2 days a week, add short, simple strength to supercharge your hiking. Try step-ups to a knee-height box or sturdy step, squats, or sit-to-stands from a chair, calf raises, hip hinges like a light deadlift, and farmer carries with grocery bags or dumbbells. 2 sets of 8 to 12 controlled reps is plenty. On gear, think comfort, traction, and protection. Choose cushioned, grippy footwear with a roomy toe box. Replace worn insoles when compression lines stay visible. A light pack with a hip belt moves weight off your shoulders. Pack layers, sun protection, a small first aid kit, and enough water plus electrolytes for heat, humidity, or altitude. Be mindful of health conditions. Hot or cold weather amplifies stress, and some medications alter heart rate or hydration needs. Check with your doctor if you have heart, bone, or balance concerns, then tailor the plan accordingly. Pick trails that set you up to win. Softer surfaces, shaded routes, and moderate grades reduce strain, while early starts beat heat and crowds. Set a realistic turnaround time and honor it. Track progress simply. Note time on feet, weekly elevation gain, a 1 to 10 perceived exertion score, and your recovery heart rate 1 minute after finishing. You should see similar effort feeling easier and recovery numbers improving over weeks. Here is your actionable tip to use today. Do this 6-minute pre-hike warm-up, 2 minutes easy walk, 1 minute ankle rocks and circles, 1 minute 20 calf raises, 1 minute 10 hip hinges, 1 minute 10 step-ups per leg onto a curb or low step. Then start at conversation pace. That is the show today. We covered cardio, strength, bones, balance, technique, recovery, and gear. Keep it simple, consistent, and joyful. The trail will keep giving back. Thanks for listening.